is coming. Cover your butt.
Hello everybody and welcome to Longer and Harder, the show where we take a subject and we go deeper. And how is everybody doing today? It's been a while. I was like dying last weekend, so we didn't do a show. I did not have a fun last weekend. I had a fever and it was awful and it was just the worst. But I am happy to be back, even if it's a weird late night show. I figured this is the only way to really do this, because I won't be around tomorrow. Hey, Bluigi, I saw Wooden Toad there. I see Havoc App, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Floyd, thanks for showing up. Thank you, everyone, for showing up tonight. I know it's a little late for everybody, probably. I don't know, it's like 7 for me, so it's not actually that late. But, you know, thank you, everybody, for showing up for this weird day. But it's the only way to get a Longer and Harder in this week. I'll be going to the opera tomorrow, and I'm gonna be all fancy and whatnot, so I don't quite have time. What's up, baller bitches? How's it going, Crash? So we got, I don't know if we have a lot of housekeeping to do. You're working at a second housekeeping picture? Awesome. I won't get you in trouble with that. I won't get me in trouble with the wife. We'll see. I'm working, so I do have a little bit of artistic, like, background. Like, I did a lot of art when I was in high school and stuff, so I'm thinking I might dabble into doing this myself. I might dabble. I haven't actually checked. You know what? We could probably check our. We could probably check how we're doing on saving up monies for a sexy housekeeper. We were doing pretty good the last time I checked, but let's just check again at where we're at today. Because I would like it. Like I said, I might try it on my own. Oh, we're not. We're at 35. We're at 35 out of the 120 that we're trying to, at least for the one artist. And we'll get there. That's where we're at right now. But I might, like I said, I might try to do it myself as well. I might, if nothing else, for funsies, because I haven't drawn something in a while, and I own like a billion sketchbooks and a billion pencils because I used to do art, but I haven't in a while. So yeah, and unfortunately, I don't think I downloaded. I'd have to go back through my Twitter to see if I could find. Yeah, I don't have it on anywhere easy to find. So I have to find it on my Twitters and try to show it later on. The one that Wooden Toad did, because that was awesome. That was, if you didn't check it out on Twitter, I had it on Twitter, and it was really, really cool that Wooden Toad got us a sexy housekeeper, and that was pretty great. So you can go check that out on the Twitters. I might have to post it somewhere else. Thank you. I don't have to eat German chopped pork hedgehog. Thanks. You're welcome. It's in my DM, so I'll try to find it maybe during the break. I'll try to find it and make sure that I have it ready to go. I'm noticing that some of my overlay isn't working. Some of my things aren't working today. Apparently, I am just a mess today. Like I said, I'm doing better than before, but it's still a bit of a mess. But we do have a beer of the week, and we have, like I said, I don't think we have a lot of housekeeping today. Look at how unprofessional I am. I don't think we have a lot of housekeeping. I think we're doing pretty good on a lot of things. FYI, Micro came and told us he won't make it. Yes, I did see that. I had done taking a look at with Micro earlier today, and I realized he wouldn't be here, and I doubt Gio will be here either, because it is like 2 in the morning for them or something. So, I didn't expect to work for them. Oh my god, Liasim. I don't know, I'm gonna go with Liasim. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad this time works out for you. I wish I could promise that I could do these at, like, times that works for everybody, but at some point, I'm gonna have to I have to pick a time, and it just doesn't work for everybody, and I don't know why my things aren't working like they're supposed to. Are you just... There we go. All right, we fixed things. Sent you a fresh one on the Okay, I'm gonna try to download it, and I can show it off either during the break or right after the break. So housekeeping is pretty much it. So we can move on to beer of the week. Then this is how professional I am today, because I am just all sorts of lazy. Hello, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior beer of the week? He brings the great news of never-ending liver cancer. Yes, it's actually a really shame that what's his face? It's a real shame that Gio can't be here, because I got a German beer for him today. Which I can't pronounce the name of. So that's gonna be great. I don't know what I don't know what this is. I think I'm missing a letter, but I think so. I can obviously pronounce the Oktoberfest, right? That part I can do. But the hacker score. So I got an amber Marsen. I don't know what a Marsen is. I don't know what a Marsen is, but I got it and it's amber colored. It does have a nice amber color to it. I'm a little worried. So Gio always tells me about these goddamn German beers. He's always like, they're really great, and he always talks the shit out of them, that they're supposed to be amazing. And then I try them, and they tend to be like these weak ass watered down beers. Like they're nowhere near as bad as like American beers, right? Like it ain't a fucking Heineken. Is Heineken American? I thought it was like Heineken's American. It ain't a fucking Bud Light or anything, right? Like it ain't that piss beer, but it's still very watered down compared to what I'm used to. I really do like my stouts, and like my imperial stouts, my oatmeal stouts, and that kind of stuff. Porters, I love that nice. Like, if I can't see through it, like, I'm a happy camper. But I can see through this amber one, and it makes me slightly skeptical. But that's just me, Angry Welshman. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Angry Welshman. I have the beer before. Nice stuff, if I remember. Okay, good. Awesome. That's good to know. I wasn't entirely sure. I just went to the store and asked for German beer. That's pretty much the extent of my research into German beer went. And they really don't have a giant selection of German beer. I think they have like a giant selection of microbrews at the store, but that's because there's so many of them around. But when it came to like imports, like actually German or like from other countries, I was having a hard time with finding some sort of imported beer. So I'm gonna have to try a little bit harder. There's a liquor store nearby, but I don't think they do beers. I think they just do spirits. And so I don't think they'll help me out. It's really hard to find like imported beers, I suppose. So I like the beer of the week like I like my personality, totally transparent. All right, so let's give this beer a try. There's no description for it either. Like whatever description there is, it must be, it's fucking in German. So so we're just gonna try it. I have no idea what it's supposed to taste like. So let's give this. Oh, it's got a good smell to it. Not overly hoppy, but the weediness is there. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. There's nowhere near like the last German beer, but I think the last German beer that I had was very, very blonde. It was very, very see-through. This is much better. I'm gonna try. Good wheat. That's really good. Okay, so that's pretty good. Beer is too much weed. No, this is really good. I could. This isn't like my usual style of a nice dark stout or nice dark, like I like my dark beers. So it doesn't quite fall into that. The amberness on this one isn't like whatever amber Merson is. It's good. It's good. Hey, Size Strike, nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Alright, I can get behind this one. This one, unlike the last German beer, which I was really confused as if it would be a good winter beer. Because I felt like the last German beer that I had needed to be like a winter beer and it couldn't be, or sorry, needed to be a summer beer because it was so light. This one I could drink in the winter. This is pretty good. Did I not say hi to you, Hello? I probably did, Hello. Don't. I might have forgotten. I did see Miles Davis show up. Hi, Miles Davis. How's it going? Thanks for showing up. I like my beer like truckers like their wee. Sail in a bottle where you can't smell it. Oh, goodness. But yes, it's so I give this one a tentative recommendation. It's not like a hearty recommendation. It's very tentative recommendation. Not bad. Not bad for a German beer. How about that? I give it a good German recommendation. How about that? But besides that, I'm still not sold on this idea that Germans make good beer. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more convincing before we get to that point. But oh my goodness, we're like cracking along real fast today without fucking Geo and Micro around to distract me the whole goddamn time. We're like cranking pretty good. But no, seriously, it's good to see you too. You're the opposite of a not alive. That's great, congrats. Yes, being like mostly dead last weekend sucked. I really I had around this time last week, I had a fever of 101. Which I was not happy about at all. And I don't do well with fevers. It's like being drunk without any good side effects. It's just like I couldn't think straight. I couldn't talk straight. It was just not fun. And then I spent all of Sunday asleep. Like literally all of Sunday I was asleep because I was so worn the hell out. Same with, like, Monday came around and I went to work, which I shouldn't have, but then Monday night, like, the moment I got home, I fell back asleep again. I really needed some more rest, so I am very happy to not be dead this week. Alright, so this week we have with us, in case you don't know, in case you've been living under a rock, excuse me. In case you don't know, SpaceX did their Falcon 9 Heavy launch, the test launch this week, which had no critical failures, and I'm pretty sure Hillel is very happy about that, because otherwise he was going to have to eat, like, a pickled hedgehog or something, which I hear is a German delicacy. So everything went, not everything went, like, 100% fine, but everything went well enough with, 101 degrees, your water would have boiled. 101 American degrees, Miles. So SpaceX did a thing. And then one of the cool things that they did is that they put a Tesla into space. So they put the Tesla Roadster with a mannequin and space helmet thing. So it's pretty cool. Which will now float in space. Till, I don't know, it hits something. So that's cool. I thought that was pretty cool that they did that. And the whole thing is awesome. And not just for the scientific achievements of fucking, like, putting in a rocket into space. Like, that in and of itself is pretty cool. But that's not the only cool part about this. The other cool, absolutely fabulous part about all of this is the flat earth butthurt that has come out of the SpaceX launch. It's been just an absolutely wonderful week to watch flat earthers just try to do all the mental gymnastics to get past the fact that I don't even remember how long, like, the stream was. Then maybe someone can tell me in the chat. But, like, they had the stream was on for a really fucking long time. It was over 24 hours. I want to say it's over 24 hours, right? Correct me. But, like, the one thing that fucking flat earthers have been asking for so long, an uninterrupted video of Earth from space live streamed. And yet the moment that it happens, all the flat earthers are, it's fake, it's this, it's fucking, you know, it's been amazing. It's just been the best. Jism already has 3 videos. Oh, that's great. Of course, it's all fake, right? So today we're gonna watch Celebrate Truth, who has God, this video is pretty long. Yeah, 20 minutes. 20 minutes where he really just so far the bit that I watch, he pretty much just sits there and says, like, this just looks silly. I don't think he understands how debunking something works. Because the whole thing is just it looks silly. So we'll get to watch that, and if we still have time at the end, we'll switch over to something else. The flatter tears have been amazing. I really now I want to do one of those, like, flatter tears mugs to own. Hey Mango, thanks for joining us. Thank you. Oh my goodness, it's just, there's so much butthurt. I love it. It warms my heart. It really does. So let's listen to the first thing that Celebrate Truth has to say about fake and CGI. Every flat Earth video is in principle all CGI, all created and edited on digital computer equipment, but you never hear them say that. That's true. You've never met Mango? Oh, Mango's wonderful. There's probably not a whole lot of you hanging around right now, but if you don't know, if you like to, and I'm gonna take the time now to do this. If you like Let's Plays and you like Minecraft Let's Plays or Subnautica or just Let's Plays in general, you should go check out Mango Plays Games. She is awesome sauce. You can check out her videos on the YouTubes, and she's got quite a few. But honestly, the better part about Mango is you should go find her on Mixer. and follow her on that. She does live streams like 3 times a week, and they are fucking hilarious. I also have a couple of she came and did my 1K celebration, and then some other like random hangout with me on this channel, and those are my only 2 videos that are age restricted. So entirely Mango's fault. So so if you want to, if it's that kind of humor that isn't allowed on my channel, it makes me have to age restrict my videos. So she is wonderful. You should you should all go check her out at either the YouTubes, but like I said, the Mixer is Mixer, where she live streams, has a lot of great stuff. Just so much fun to hang out with. So that's my plug for Mango. Given we spent the better part of one talking about girls bits. Yeah, I know, right? We do spend a lot of time talking about boobs and other girl bits, and those don't get age restricted, so. That's my channel for you. I did hear, TJ Witz, how's it going, my friend? Let's see, the Jism theory of observation. I think it looks wrong to me, therefore it's absolutely, undeniably 100% fake. That's more or less the process that one goes through to make a Jism video. So let's find out what Celebrate Truth has anything to say about any of this. Speaking of boobs, WonderToad, why don't you update everyone? Alright, well, let's find out what Celebrate Truth has to say.
This Tesla sure looks fake, but that's because of the way colors appear in space. On a side note, Elon Musk told reporters that if you look closely on the dashboard, there's a tiny roadster with a tiny spaceman.
Oh, they're quote mining somebody.
Even Elon Musk thinks his space cruising midnight cherry Tesla roadster looks weird.
I don't think you understand that something looking weird does not make it fake, my friend. I'm gonna turn down the volume. I shouldn't turn it down for you, but I'm gonna turn it down for you too, because that was a little loud on my brain parts. Still bounces when you run, eh? So, yeah, SpaceX. It looks fake. I get the feeling. Man, this is a weak ass beer. I gotta say, if my only complaint about this beer. Now, moving back to the beer. My only complaint about this beer is that it's very weak. At 5.9, I'm like halfway through it, and I'm not feeling a damn thing. Yeah, atmospheric occlusion is a thing. Right? Things look different when you have to look through stuff to see things, as opposed to not having to look through stuff. So, and I think that's what Elon Musk meant was when he said it looks weird. Is not that it looks weird in a fake way. Is that it looks weird in the way that we're not used to. We are so accustomed to being in this, having to see things in this medium, that things that aren't in that medium aren't gonna look weird to us. That's just how that works. I noticed there's a section in the video where the seat behind Starman has a blue screen effect. Anyone notice that? I don't know. We'll get to it, I guess. Why would anyone be a flat earther when the Globers have all the boobies? It's true. I like my planets like I like my women. With a curb on them. Just a single curb. We don't need multiple curbs. Oh, goodness. Hmm? You have more than one? Yes, sweetie. And this show, once again, gets me in trouble with my wife. Oh my goodness! How many things are we gonna take out of context today? All right, let's see why this is so fake. Oh, my Mr. Celebrate Truth, tell us why it's all so fake.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Musk went on to say that colors, in general, look strange in space because there's no atmospheric occlusion.
You fucking know the
Don't
thing
panic.
reason.
Things look fake in space. Welcome back to Celebrate Truth. I'm Robbie Davidson. We've got an awesome one for you here today. I've got a lot of stuff to
Nice to
cover.
do.
We're going to try to go through it as quick as we can. And buckle your seatbelts
Uh,
because, like I said, we've got a car in space. Pretty much 99% of the world believes this, but there are people waking up. Quite a few people are actually starting to speak up.
Robot voice equals legit. Yeah, I think he was. I think he was quoting from some news article. I don't really know what news article. I'm pretty sure that wasn't intentionally quote mined at all. And you know, oh no, Elon Musk says that it looks fake. Therefore, he's giving you hints that he knows that it's all fake. Because reasons.
About this, I've had a couple people reach out to me and say, seriously, this is a joke, right? This is a prank. I'm like, no, they actually are saying that this is real. And these people really, are skeptical, but I think this is kind of going overboard. But just look at this.
Okay.
Just take a look at this.
Do you? I hate you. Hate the robot voice. I strap 10-pound sack of sand around your neck and jog. I don't even what? I don't know what looks fake about it. I don't know where that quote comes from. I do see. I suppose. Because I have seen pictures of this car when it's on Earth, like when they have it sort of, just being for showcase, and it does look more red and less orange. And maybe that's why they're talking about. I mean, this looks really no different than any other, sort of space flight where the colors aren't. I guess they look off, but even not off enough for me to be like, that's definitely a clue. And there's nothing here that says oh, is that the moon? Oh, that is the moon. Look at that. There's a little moon in the corner. I'm pretty sure that's the moon in the corner. If you can see it in the top right, there's a little moon in there. That's kind of cool. But I mean, that sort of just seems to be the thing. It's just that it looks fake to them. I don't think in this video, and I don't think in any other video, we actually get any legitimate examples of like, oh, the cropping is sloppy in this section, or there's a few frames where the pixels are off, or anything. It's just straight up, it looks weird. Because if you have to choke hold an entire globe, then the first thing you want to do is loosen just enough to tease the world. Just you're strangling. Yeah, I know that's always been a weird thing because flat earthers honestly say that kind of shit about everything. Like every time, what's that one clip that they play all the time about like how for that blue marble, one of the blue marbles where they took like all the satellite pictures and stitched them together, and then they photoshopped it to the right colors, and they kind of messed with it a little bit. It's one of the more recent blue marbles. That one clip where the guy says something along the lines of, it was photoshopped, but it has to be photoshopped, and for whatever reason, like that is all like somehow this giant secret that people must spend, right? The government and the Illuminati and the fucking Freemasons, right? Must spend just an exorbitant amount of money to keep secret, right? Like the amount of money that needs to go into this conspiracy to keep it secret must be insane because of all the people you have to pay off and all that nonsense. And yet they let some fucking asshole in an interview give the secret away. Like the hell, if you're gonna cover up things to the point where you're trying to fucking kill Math Powerland because he's getting too close, or kill Eric DeBay because they're getting too close, and if you don't know, they think they've had hits on them in the past, right? Like you're gonna go to those lengths to take care of them, but you're gonna let some asshole say things like the Earth needs to be photoshopped. That's just insane, right? Like, it's the same thing with this Elon Musk quote. It's like, he's hinting at it because reasons, and because he's in on it, and I don't know what you would gain from keeping it a secret. Like, the dude's already fucking rich as hell. Like, you're not gonna be able to pay him off. You're not gonna be able to do, you know, like he would gain more. It's not like he's gonna get more money, right? He would gain more from actually coming out and saying it, because he would become a much bigger, you know, whatever person, especially somebody who is so involved with, you know, obviously Elon Musk and SpaceX, but, you know, so involved with SpaceX and all that. Like, these are the people who would make more revealing the secret than they would from keeping it a secret. Like, this whole mission cost, like, billions of dollars. Not billions. Millions of dollars. Not in the billions. In the millions of dollars. Right? Like, oh god, that is my rant on that. And I know you wish you could drive this car. That does look like a fun car to drive. Because they want to use NASA uses Photoshop because they don't want to use Scotch tape and scissors. You know, my wife made that same comment, Crash, because she was pissed that we didn't have flying cars. And I pointed to the fact that we had one in space, and she was not amused. Oh, yeah. Most aren't flow. It's rare to sciences that is verbally persuasive to the public when told. There's stuff in the math textbooks is the reason we need globe Earth math would be broke. What? Oh, is yeah. So, the Dukes of Hazzards did have flying cars. That would be cool. I can only imagine the absolute disaster, right? Like my wife and I were talking about flying cars, because that's what we talk about over dinner. And I was pointing out, like, if you've ever seen anybody buy like a brand new drone, or you've ever seen a compilation. I can speak today. Compilation of people, like, failing at steering flying drones. You will know how terrible people would be with flying cars. Like, I can only imagine people flying car-sized drones and just crashing them into the car like 5 minutes after they were given to them for Christmas. Like, that's what would happen. It would be insanely stupid. If you're drunk, go home. I am home. I used to drive a truck, and believe me, most people shouldn't be able to drive. I know, like, right? That's the problem. Like, people can't drive. Like, and driving is a two-dimensional sport, right? It really is a two-dimensional sport. You're left and rights and you're forwards, right? Like, it really isn't that difficult. It requires some amount of hand-eye coordination stuff, right? But for the most part, it's a two-dimensional sport. I can only imagine how just god-awful people would be with the three-dimensional sport of car God, it would be a disaster. Guess that weak-ass beer isn't working. I know. It's, Crash, it's a 5.8. It's very weak. As I God damn it. As I giggle like a little girl about it. It is very weak. Yeah, there's a lot of jokes in there, Alvin. Pretty sure I shouldn't say any of them. Oh, goodness gracious. So, yeah, it would just end terribly. I'm glad we don't have flying cars. I can't. It would just be bad. It really would. However, I could maybe the one time that I could see flying cars actually coming into either fashion or being able to be had by people is if we get self-driving things like off the ground. If we can actually do a lot of the self-driving things, I think that at that point we would be better. Yeah, flying cars are coming 10 years after the roads are automated. Yeah, once we're not the ones fucking driving them, I think I think that we will see them then. But until then, people are fucking incompetent at them. What about flying cars that have set elevations, no more traffic, at least less traffic? I think we would get automated roads, or automated cars on roads sooner than we will flying cars. Even if we set them at an altitude. But even then, I don't know. I don't know how well. I mean, I guess the bright side is the lack of infrastructure for flying cars wouldn't be a problem. So unlike roads, right? So the problem with automated cars is you can never have like a fully automated car unless you have pretty much Wi-Fi or some sort of satellite system out across the entirety of the country, because especially in the US, the country's fucking huge, and there are big ass stretches of land with absolutely nothing on them. Like, if you've ever ridden on them, like, you don't even have like basic cell reception, let alone traditional cell GPS. So you would need satellite GPS to do things like that. So on the bright side of having flying cars is you wouldn't need to create a lot of this structure. Like, you don't need to make extra roads for flying cars, because they don't really use roads. Like, at most you might have to create extra signage. So I could potentially see like a bottom lane for driving cars, and then a lane above that was for flying cars, that was maybe not all that high off the ground, maybe 20, and that might work in some smaller cities like Omaha, Kansas City, maybe Denver, but I couldn't see it work. Some of the other cities might struggle a little bit more. Things like, I'm pretty sure Chicago and New York would have a much harder time with that kind of stuff, but they also have a lot of, like, if you ever go to Chicago, there's a lot of their subway public transit is above ground too, so that would be a problem. But I guess I could see that. But I think we'll have flying cars, or sorry, self-driving cars before we have flying cars. That's just me. And we had gone into talking about Star Wars things. A-wings are more maneuverable than X-wings. Are they? I thought they were less maneuverable. I thought they were faster but less maneuverable. But that was what I thought from playing Rogue Squadron, was they are faster. They are really, really fast, but they don't maneuver as well because they are faster. But the X-foils, or whatever they're called on X-wings, makes them more maneuverable but a little bit slower. You already drive a shuttlecraft with the minivan. That makes sense. A-wings are the only ships that can keep up with tides. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. I would fly a TIE fighter. That'd be kind of cool. They're decently maneuverable, aren't they? I'm a Star Wars canon expert. Don't make me have to reach to the internet and nerd slap you. I mean, am I wrong? Is that not the thing about A-wings? Is that they're really fast, but they don't necessarily maneuver well. So I could see them, they can keep up with, or is not the thing. Yeah. Yeah, see, Jared's got my fucking back. Jared knows what's going on. The X-wings was rated as more maneuverable than the A-wing. Yeah, they're slower though, but again, this comes from playing Rogue Squadron, and that's like, that's my experience with this stuff. Oh man, I kind of want to play that. And it can take out Super Star Destroyers. Yeah, the world is gonna end soon. TIE fighters are really cool. I do like them, especially I could get behind a TIE fighter. Can TIE fighters do the faster than light travel? Do they have the whatever drives? Warp drives, star drives, whatever they're called. Are they not allowed to do that? I forget. No, they're not allowed to drive to fast drive. Okay, they can't FTL. FTL is also a great game, by the way. Only the TIE Advance, because couldn't Vader's ship could do that, right? Not Vader's TIE fighter could do faster than light. But he's got a TIE, the advanced TIE fighter, or TIE advanced. So I doubt it. Then Darth would have followed Luke to Dagobah. That's possible. But they're not. Yeah, they're not meant to. They're not meant to do like long distance stuff, right? They're meant to be with a Star Destroyer, and just sort of be like short range scrimmage kind of things. That's their whole job. But yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I miss the old TIE fighters. The TIE fighters were cool. I miss the old X-wings too. Granted, I haven't. No life support? I thought they did. Oh. Do they really not? That doesn't make sense, though. I guess it does. Does that mean that Stormtrooper armor is I knew about the shields, right? Like, well, it's one of the reasons they're so puny and they like kind of get rid of the pros. Yeah, I really miss Star Wars too. But like that would have to mean either that like the Stormtrooper armor has to be made to be sealed. Like it has to be entirely sealed, otherwise they wouldn't be able to fly it if they don't have life support in them. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, the basic TIEs, bombers, and interceptor has no shield or hyperdrive or life support. Yeah, they look cool as hell though. I do. Oh, you're gonna have to go to sleep. Well, thank you, Mango, for stopping by. The pilots wore life support suits. That makes sense. No, they had enough to fly missions, that is. Review your genre is called a tangent. Welcome to the show! A tangent show. I've only ever seen the original 3 Star Wars, no spoilers, please. That's okay, you've seen the good ones. You've seen the only ones that matter. I really hope that you've seen the original Star Wars. I will forgive you if you watch the special edition. The special edition is in a lot of ways better, except for the whole Han shot first thing. But it's got a lot of the improvements that were done in the special edition are actually like good improvements. They're not like crap improvements. So I won't fault you for watching the special edition. I have the special edition on VHS. I don't have the original on VHS. I really wish I did. There's a few sort of nitpicky changes that Lucas did between the original and the special editions, which are they're irksome, but they're not irksome enough. Every other change from there onward is crap. Like don't watch the DVD ones. The DVD ones are just the fucking worst. They change. Oh god, they changed so much, and it's so fucking stupid. Don't watch DVD onwards. Just don't watch. Just don't. No. Like that's all I gotta say about that. Just don't do that. Han and the CGI singers in 6. Yeah, well, that's true. Okay. I thought the DVD ones didn't have the original, but if they do, if they have the original, like the unchanged original, then that would be a good way to watch them. Yeah. No. I wish I could have seen any of them any of the original trilogy in theaters. I am way not old enough to do that. But I did see all of, I saw all of the prequels in theaters. I was old enough for the prequels to be in theaters, so I did see those. Which I mean they're bad. I'm not even gonna pretend like they're not awful. Oh, okay, that's cool. They're limited release 6-disc set that had both. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is really cool. That I would love to see. I don't know. Maybe in Disney's money grabbing awfulness, they'll actually bother to like do digital releases of like the original Star Wars, because I would like to not pull out a VHS player to watch Star Wars again. I really would love to. But yeah, that's how I own him. I own the special edition on VHS. I don't own, unfortunately, that's it. And I don't own the original, which I hear is probably also very coveted. And VHS, it kind of sucks. It kind of doesn't look all that nice. I really wish there was a nice, digital version of Star Wars that I could play on my HD TV that didn't suck. It didn't have all the stupid edits. But that is a wish that will probably never come true. Harmy made the highest quality release in the original film scans. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, how's that SpaceX? We did well. We did well and got 1 minute and 18 seconds in. So yeah, we're doing well. Harmy's despecializes exactly that. Is it really? All right, Rob, I'm gonna have to find that because that's something I need. God, it's fucking chat, fucking chat. I'm always gonna be confused. I never really watched Star Wars after finding out that Darth Vader was an emo kid. It's okay. Don't watch the prequels. They're not good. They're not very good. The new ones aren't good either. I say that, except I don't, whatever. YouTube it. YouTube the final scene of Rogue One. If you like the original trilogy, go YouTube it. It's somewhere on YouTube. YouTube the final scene of Rogue One and watch that, because that is spectacular. That is easily the best part about that movie. YouTube it. That is really it. Like, when I saw that in theaters, like, for a second, for just a second there, I was okay with Disney. For like a whole second. It is really good. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend the okay, I say that, but I haven't actually watched whatever the newest one is. So, keep that as you liked Rogue One. I liked it. So I don't know how much I like Rogue One. My problem, so I understand how it's not good. I don't think it's good, but I like it. And I don't know if I like it because it's not The Force Awakens, or if I like it because it's actually good. I don't know. I don't know why the reason is that I like it. And part of me wants to say that I like it just because The Force Awakens was so terrible that I had to have my Star Wars fix, and that did it for me. But I don't know how much I like it. Is it actually a good movie? I don't know. I will say I love the actress who plays Jade. No, what's her face? Is it Jade? I forget the main character's name. That's how good it is. Yeah, don't go see Force Awakens. It's okay. It's awful. The main actress, the actress who plays the main character, she's awesome. I do like her. In Rogue One. Not in The Force Awakens. In Rogue One, I like her. Felicity Jones, I think, is her real name. And she's, besides being just a beautiful woman, I think she does a great job at acting that bit. I also like the moral ambiguity of the main male lead in that movie, where he was kind of a dick all the time. And I like that. I liked him being kind of a dick all the time, because it showed that part of, like, that, yes, the rebels are, like, the good guys, right? Like, you're supposed to be rooting for them. They're the good guys. And yet, a lot of the people who work for the rebels are kind of horrible dickbags. It really puts a lot of moral ambiguity on what the rebels are doing. Like, it's not a like, good versus evil, like, full out good versus evil, but just a, like, this is war, and war has a lot of gray bits. It's not just one or the other, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know. Maybe I'm giving it more credit than it's worth, but I enjoyed Rogue One. Did not remotely enjoy Force Awakens. I have not seen it since the one time that I saw it in theaters. I am seeing that Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord. I think I've heard I've heard that as a fan theory. It makes sense. he did inevitably give power to Space Hitler, so it wouldn't surprise me that he was a bad guy at the end of the whole thing. That would be a fucking long, drawn out fucking plan, though, if it was true. But it would explain a lot of his sort of how he clumsied his way through that Gungan battle in Phantom Menace. It would explain a lot about how he managed to do that. If he was a Sith Lord, that would make sense. We all think about all the contract workers on the Death Star just looking for a paycheck. Yeah, no, it's true, and I think that's one of the nice things about Rogue One is it really humanized Star Wars. It really did show a lot of that. Like, some people are just doing this to survive, or because they need a fucking paycheck. They don't really they don't really know what this giant space thing is gonna do until it destroys the whole planet. And then how do you quit that? Like, how do you fucking turn in your 2 weeks notice to Darth Vader? You don't, right? Like, you can't do that. You can't just quit, but that's just, why is there a rebellion in last two Star Wars movies? Why Republic not fighting the First Order? That is actually one of the reasons that hey, Geist View, nice to see you, my friend. No, I think that Booty McBootface, Bowdy? Bodie McBoatface. Oh, there's a boat in your avatar. I see. I got it. I figured it out. No, you're right though. That is one of the things that pisses me off the absolute most about The Force Awakens is that it undoes everything that the original Star Wars did. It is just the fucking worst. There's absolutely no reason why there's still a rebellion going on at the beginning of Force Awakens. There should be no reason. The rebels won. They should now be the ruling force in space, right? But you have to have the rebels be the good guys again, and you have to reboot the whole goddamn fucking Star Wars movies. It's stupid. It really should have. Who said the water on the earth sticks to anything? Yeah, we're just all over the place. Yeah, I can't. God, that shit pisses me off, and it's why I get so pissy at Star Wars fans who say that they love the new movies, because I can't stand that the new movies, undid everything that the original trilogy did. That Han is back to being a smuggler, that fucking Leia is still fucking running a resistance or a rebellion or whatever, and that there's still a somehow the new Republic, the new Empire, the new whatever the fuck they're called, still exists. Like, why would they still exist? It would have been such a more interesting movie if we would have found out, the rebels took power and now they are, I don't know, being assholes trying to push their own, stupid agenda onto everyone else. And it just goes to show you that, when I could show you that being, just being the good guy doesn't work out. There's so much more. The Force Awakens was good. You know what? If you say so. If you say so. Ha! Nightbot got you. Oh, there's a word. I forgot. Shit, there's a word. Nightbot's here. I haven't seen Nightbot in a while. There's a word of the week. Yeah, there's a word of the week. You're let you all figure it out. I didn't even realize that Nightbot's here. I don't know. I don't know. Did we might have had more viewers earlier on, and then we just got we just got some of them back. I don't know, but yeah, there is a Nightbot. So there is a word of the week. So let's see if we can. I completely forgot about that. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Yes. We have also, because this matters, right? Because this matters. We have decided that the hashtag for the show is 10 inches of logic, and it's written out, not written out. Sorry, it's numbers instead of actually being written out. So that's the hashtag for this show. So if you feel the need to hashtag this show, hashtag 10 inches of logic. If you I don't know, find something or whatever. It's not Tesla. Sparkular rays. So the Luigi and Hillel are kind of on the rightish track of the theme. It does have to do with sort of SpaceX and sort of what happened this week. Maybe about that. Maybe what happened this week is probably a better name for the theme. I will give more things. Steve McRae is streaming. All right, go for it. I guess I've never really watched Steve stream, so if that's your thing, go for it. All right, we will baller bitches. We will let's actually try to like watch the thing, I guess.
It's unbelievable. There's no words for this. It is just, I didn't think I'd see something this foolish, this outright preposterous in 2018. I mean, it's only February. I mean, the year has only begun, people, and we've got a whole year to go. In 2018, we've got...
Are you actually going to tell us why this is wrong? Yeah, there's a video. Ooh! Oh, Luigi and Hillel. Still, you guys are like, you're there-ish. Yeah, so what minute mark did we meet? 1.5 minutes, and he hasn't actually explained why that this is such a like, he's just saying that this is foolishness, but he hasn't actually said anything besides that. So, you're going away from it, Hillel. Where are the stars?
The quote of the year coming up from Elon Musk. And what I find fascinating is, while this title is things that look fake, in space, don't panic, because even Elon Musk thinks this is fake. He said,
No, he didn't. He doesn't think it's fake. He doesn't think it's fake, you idiot tit. Why do you think we would see stars? We are talking about Celebrate Truth today, who is, not really, he's not really telling us anything at all yet, besides, like, this looks fake. That seems to be the thing. I found this in I think it's Celebrate. Is Max Sargent Celebrate Truth? I don't know. I don't fucking keep up with these assholes. There's the watermark on something, so that's who we are, or that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So far, I mean, all he said so far is it looks fake. Elon Musk didn't say that it was fake or that he thought it was fake, right? That didn't happen. He just pointed out that the colors look weird, and the God damn it, like. I hate fucking flat earthers because you can't, like, you have to fucking speak in the absolute most literal way around them. If you're a public figure, like, you have to speak in absolute literal terms every time. You cannot ever fucking do just a little bit of hyperbole or do a little bit of a metaphor or a little bit of a simile. No. You have to fucking, like, everything you say needs to be absolutely literal every goddamn time. Or 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 you faked it, right? Or you're part of the thing, or whatever words you misspoke are gonna now be, a problem. It's like that stupid fucking pear-shaped thing. It's annoying. Okay, so we're still looking for the word. I'm gonna let you all find the word. We are going to take a quick break. I'm gonna take a quick break for me to go refill my beer. Actually, we might not do beer. As much as I like this beer, my wife opened up a bottle of wine, so we might go to the wine first. What we are going to do though is we're going to, let's see, is this what I want? We're gonna do. I'm trying to do all the things and stuff. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna move you to the bottom. Hopefully the chat will work. We're gonna take the break. We should hopefully have, there we go. We should hopefully have some art being shown, some fan art being shown. I'm gonna try to find Wooden Toad's sexy housekeeper as well to stick on there, and read your hashtag. Where's your hashtag? Elon Musk, Hank. God damn it, I lost it. Elon Musk is Hank Scorpio. Ooh, I like that one. All right, so I'm gonna go take a. Oh, there's music. I'm gonna go take a pee. I'm gonna go get some wine, and then I'm gonna try to get some more art going on here, and we will be back in a few minutes. So keep trying to guess the words, or do whatever the fuck. I don't care. All right, I will be back. All right, and we're back. We have refreshed our beer with wine because I have a bottle of wine that's open. The wine needs to be drank. I did see Havoc app. I did see that you are an artist, so we are looking for, and I you know what, I kind of want to turn the. I am professional. Currently we are looking for somebody to do, to get us a sexy housekeeper for the stream. So we have the housekeeping section, as part of the show, and I want a sexy housekeeper to sort of, take part in that. So currently, we have fix that a little bit. Currently, we have this image, and this lovely image was the one that was done by Wooden Toad. So, and I love it. I think it's fucking fantastic. It's awesome. So, if you want to, I don't know what your art looks like. If you want to show me an example, that's kind of what of it. We are saving up to pay someone to do it. We're not fucking moochers here. But I do always accept fan art, and I do try to show it off as much as I can. So, if you has a Twitters or the like where I might be able to see some of your work, I would love to. But that is currently what we're looking for. We're looking for a sexy housekeeper, because the show needs more boobs. So we're looking for a sexy housekeeper so that we can have for our housekeeping section. If you send me a picture of your cat looking surprised, really happy, then I can produce some art for you. Oh, that sounds. I don't know how much I trust you, Hello. I don't know if I do. I can keep your housekeeper. Well, thank you, Wooden Toad. I'm gonna try. I do have a little bit. I do have some more fan art that I need to. I will probably add to that slideshow, because Microbloganism did a bit of fan art for me last week, and GeoStrubber has done other fan art. We should switch over to the Geo overlay, because we haven't used that one in a while. Let's switch over to the Geo overlay. So even if he's not here, we'll still use it. So yeah, I will probably put in my two cents on my sexy housekeeper thing as well. Once I break out all my goddamn fucking, I have like a billion pencils. I used to be an artist. I don't know. I don't ever want to say that I was an artist or am an artist, because there's expectations of that. But I did used to do a lot of art when I was in high school. I've had one of my pieces in a museum for an exhibition once, so I don't know if that says much about how much people like my art or how stupid art is. I don't know which one it is. So I know how to art. I know how to art. It's just that I don't do it very much anymore. I spend a lot of time doing other things. But maybe I'll break out a sketchbook and some pencils and actually draw a thing. I'm not very good at digital art anymore. So yes, we will. That's where we're at. That we should watch more of the video. I think that's where we're at. So so far, if you just joined us after the break for some weird reason and have skipped ahead of the video, we have actually heard absolutely no evidence as to why this is fake, besides the fact that it looks fake, and that Elon Musk's looks fake. Where can you send me art? The best place to send me things is still on the Twitters. Because it's the only place that I get notifications. I wouldn't trust. You can send me things on YouTube, like you can try to, if you put it on Inger or Tumblr or whatever, and you want to send me a link, on a private message on YouTube, you can do that, but I honestly get I get a crap ton of notifications a day from YouTube, from partly from my channel, from the comments section of my videos, and partly from, who I'm subscribed to. I get notifications like, hey, Red's Rhetoric just released a new video. So things get lost on that. So I wouldn't suggest it, unless that's the only way. But yes, Twitter is way better. To do it on the Twitters, if you do the thing, !Twitter, it'll there. Thank you. Yeah, if you do that, there's my Twitter. But that is the best way, because then I'll actually get notifications about it, and then you can actually send me images as opposed to like links to things. So that is usually the best way to send me things. I think my DMs are open. I don't know. I think they are open to anybody, so you don't have to like necessarily follow me on Twitter. But if you like to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I post pictures of my cat, so you get extra pictures of Hobbs if you do that. But I don't think you have to send me a DM. At least I don't think you do. I don't remember. I don't mess with my Twitter settings very often. So yeah, there was a thing that I was saying. Something. God, this wine is delicious. I was actually tempted. I should do a wine for the beer of the week one of these days. I am actually more versed in wines than I am in beer. Beer of the week is getting me to be more versed in beer, but usually I know more about my wines than I do about my beer. Spend a lot more time wine drinking than I do beer drinking. Is blasphemy? Should I not? Should I not? Not switch out beer of the week for wine of the week? Is that what we're saying? I do. This is a Sonoma wine, and I am an absolute sucker for California wines. And it's this nice, it's this beautiful dark red wine. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, and that smell. I'm really happy that I get to drink wine. I couldn't drink wine last week. I couldn't drink wine last week. It made me really sad. So I got to drink wine this week. This is very licoricey. It's got a nice... Oh, you smell so good. Oh, that is a good wine. That is a good California... I think it's a Pinot. It's a really good Pinot. I like roses myself for wine. Roses. Don't let your wife hear you talking like that. I know. I'm getting too into the wine. I'm being a little bit too seductive with the wine. It's true. It's really good wine though. So I grew up in California, and so California wines always kind of transport me back to California and sort of take me home. So I'm just a big sucker for California wines. Just the biggest, like, God, you can hand me a crappy California wine, and I just love it. It's just so good. Oh, you like rosés? Ah, okay. Rosés. I see. Yeah. Rosés. They can be good. I'm rather racist when it comes to I really shouldn't talk about wine like this, but I am rather racist when it comes to wine. And I don't like white wines. I really don't. I am very racist, and they're just the worst. Rosés, so I've been trying my best to get a little bit more be a little bit more friendly with this show will one of these days be the end of me. One of these days I'm gonna fucking run for office somewhere, and someone's gonna go through this show and make a political ad where they just take all the times that I say things like, I get to fuck around with kids, or I'm racist, and just without context, put those out on the internets and ruin my career. So, Yeah, now that I've helped ruin my career. God, yeah, because I want to go into politics, right? No, I don't. So yes, white wines and I don't get along, but there's a few really good white wines that I've found that I really like, but unfortunately some of them are kind of hard to for me to find nowadays. Fisher Vineyards Cabernet Sauvignon. It's like orgasm in a bottle. Ooh, where's that from? I do love cabs. Cabs are good. But yes, there's a few. There's one vineyard called Friends. So there's a stupid name for a vineyard, but that's okay. And their logo is like a winky emoji. It's not like the new emojis, but the old emojis where you use your keys for emojis. Fisher Vineyards. I'll have to keep that in mind and see if I can find them. Like it's a winky face. Like that's, god damn it, no, not that face. Like the keyboard winky face. Not that one. That one's stupid. Emoticons, are those what they're called? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yes, a winky emoticon. And so that's their logo for their vineyard, and they make a white wine that's really good. Which I really like. I know. Now everyone's gonna try to figure out how to actually make it look like an emoticon and not the emoji which YouTube automatically puts in. So, so yeah, that's a good one. That's a good white wine. There's this one. God, I don't know what the vineyard is, but they do two wines called pie. Not the eating kind of pie, but the number pie. They did the number pie. And the bottles are really cool because it's actually at least the red. I like the bottle for the red one better. It actually is pie. Like somewhere on the bottle they start 3.14, and then they wrap around. They take the numbers and they wrap it around the whole bottle. It looks really cool. There's just like this number, this pie on this bottle, and it looks awesome. That's a really good. They have a red one, and they also have a white pie. That's also really good. So that's that would be one that's another kind of good white wine that I like. But for the most part, I like reds. I'm a big sucker for California reds. I'm a bigger sucker for California Zinfandels. If you find me a California Zinfandel, it can be as crappy as you want it to be, and I will probably love it. I'm just such a sucker for those. Oh, those just get me every time. And this is Sonoma. Usually I do Santa Barbara is my biggest one because that's where I'm from. Hey, Quickie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. So yeah, that's my talk about wines that was unnecessary. Why did we talk about wines? There was a reason for that, and I forget what it is. Oh, there's also a really great red wine called Sphere. If you really want to shove it to flat earthers, there's actually a really good red one called Sphere that I have every once in a while. Oh, my chat just died. There it is. There is my chat. It's automatically bad because it's white. Isn't that a SJW stance? It is. Like I said, I'm very racist. Very racist. When it comes to wine, I really am. I don't like white wines. I just can't get around them. I taste a lot of wines a week, and white wines tend not to be my favorite. Like I said, there's a few Chardonnays that I'll tolerate, especially if you take them to. Like my wife and I will chill a bottle, and we'll take them with us to the pool over the summer, and then then I can tolerate white wines. Other than that, I really don't. Especially, and the problem is like where I live right now, it's really fucking cold outside. Like it's like 14 degrees, American degrees, not everyone else degrees. And so there's I have absolutely no desire to drink a white wine. Like this is really nice. You want a nice warm red wine kind of weather. So that's why I tend to like them. I says I'm kind of stuck in in an area where drinking something warm is better. Not that it's actually legitimately warm. It's, you know, room temperature wine. Sweet white wine, just great. You can get drunk as hell quickly. I guess. I don't like sweet wines. That's the other thing. I like bold wines, which I know a lot of people seem to think that means that it's sweet, but I like bold wines, jammy wines, like that taste like fruit, not necessarily sweet. I did see Paranor showed up. Hey, Paranor. Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. I guess we should maybe watch the video. Maybe we'll get around to that. I'm gonna take another sip though of this delicious red wine. I like this one. This was the besides being from Sonoma, I don't really know much about this one because this is part of my wine club wines for the month. So I don't know too much. I didn't buy it, is what I'm saying. Wine is made of fruits. Yes, Sue. I know. I know that. But you can get other. So if you drink like French wine, like French wine is God, it's god awfully subtle. Like there's no it's a subtle wine. And you can't taste the fruit. Like, I know that it is made out of fruit, but you can't actually taste the fruit. It tastes, it's very, very subtle. And it tends to be a little bit more, like, you can sort of taste spices rather than fruit in French wines. And that's not my thing. So I do prefer the more fruity tastes of California wines. That's, but thank you. Wine is made of triggered flat earthers. I can toast to that one. Thanks to Fahrenheit, I never experienced a negative temperature my whole life. You wouldn't catch Americans swimming when it's 27 degrees outside, but we can all agree on one thing: -40. That's true. No more SpaceX. We need to get R&D to play Quiplash. I do love yeah, I know we gotta get back to SpaceX here. I do love Quiplash. And then we might there's a thing. So I have all these things that I want to buy, but I can't because money isn't an infinite resource. But Jackbox, who are the people who do Quiplash and Drawful, they have this whole set of like games that they sell in a bundle on Steam, and it's like $20. And I really kind of want to invest on that because we have so much fun playing Quiplash when we do play Quiplash, or Drawful when we get to play Drawful, that I really would like to invest and maybe try some of those other games. So that might be something that gets invested on in the future because I think it'd be great. Yeah, longer, harder. Come for the video, stay for the... Yeah, I know... God, this video. So, if this video were remotely more interesting, but we're almost 2 minutes in, and the only thing that what's-his-face has said, is that he doesn't... It looks fake. Like, that's been... All that he has said is that it looks fake. Nothing else. So, it feels kind of stupid to watch more of it when it's just going to be more of him being like, it looks fake. I don't know if I care. These flat earthers need to do something to actually entice me to watch their goddamn videos. No, this isn't Jism. This is, this is Celebrate Truth. His watermark's in the corner there. I'm pretty sure that's him. Celebrate. Celebrate Truth. Oh my god, I'm going to die now. So, okay, we'll play a little bit here while I drink more wine and possibly refill my wine. Nope, I clicked on the wrong spot.
It looks so fake, so you know it's got to be real because it looks so fake. And we're going to hear from him himself. But what I thought was really interesting is I've already done a prior video. I'm going to link to it above. So just take a look above there and you should see it if you want to go back and kind of go with the whole overview of what took place a couple of days ago. The big thing is, though, they're in damage control now. They've got science. That's right. Science is coming to the rescue to tell us why things look fake in space. Why does the car look fake in space? So it's like damage control with Elon Musk. We're going to get into
What
it.
are you
And
talking about?
hopefully you're ready for it. So we're going to start with Elon Musk.
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake. And, you know, the colors all look kind of weird in space.
I guess that was from an interview. Is this your third time watching this video? I don't like it is. It's like I just said earlier. It's this thing that we have. You know, if you are a public figure nowadays, not that you have to, right? Because it's not like flat earthers or have some fucking giant ass control over what you say. But if you are a public figure now, especially in the scientific community, and you don't speak entirely in literal terms about everything, dumbasses like this are going to take you out of context or not understand that, you know, like, he's obviously speaking in a joking manner. Like, he got a laugh out of it. Like, so fake the car turns and the dummy astronaut doesn't even have to move the steering. I like that. It's fake. Yeah. And I really wish, and I might skip ahead because I don't have, not that I'm fucking going anywhere, right? But I don't have time to sit around and listen to this guy say it looks fake like a billion times over, without actually giving us a good reason as to why it's fake. And it can't just be it looks fake. I don't know how, like, one of my favorite things about this kind of stuff is whenever you see, like, images of, like, the moon, like, or, you know, what was that one satellite that orbited the moon, and they got, like, some really cool pictures of it, and there's, well, fuck it, like, I think it was this week or last week that NASA released a panorama of Mars. So, you know, they got pictures of Mars, stitched them together, and made a you know what I meant. I can't remember the word. Fuck. A panorama. Oh, bananas. They made a panorama of fucking Mars, right? And they've done this with, like, the moon and stuff. And they look, and not because of lack of better words, but these images look rather alien. Like, they really do look rather alien. They look weird. They look as if they are not pictures taken on our fucking planet. It's crazy that like that, the fact that they look so strange and alien should in and of itself tell you, and I think that's what Elon Musk meant here, is that in and of itself should tell you that these aren't fake, because they look so alien, they look so weird to us, because we're not used to seeing things in fucking space. Like, our eyes are not just our eyes, but the way that we perceive the world isn't used to perceiving a world without an atmosphere, isn't used to perceiving an alien planet, so it should look weird to us, it should look odd to us, it shouldn't look familiar. If it did look familiar, then that would actually be a bigger hint that it's fake than the fact that it doesn't. And I think that's what Elon Musk is getting at, but fucking flat earthers can't understand this thing. Like, you, unless you explain it to them in just absolute literal terms, that this whole concept of things looking alien to them means that it's a mission of fakery. That is actually something that Jaron said. The sky is flat and it's parallel to the ground, therefore the earth... What? No. 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 I don't know. God damn it, Jism. No. Can't understand or won't understand is a great question. I don't know. That is a good fucking question. I'm sure that most flat earthers can't understand. I don't know. Maybe they won't. Maybe they just refuse to, because there is definitely a very big faith component to flat Earth. It's there. I talked about it before when one of my more recent videos on flat Earth asshole. I brought that up on how like how you can tell how much of an identity being a flat earther, like how much of his identity is tied up in being a flat earther, like how that means to him, that to not be a flat earther would be to not be himself. And so I could see someone like Flat Earth Asshole fighting tooth and nail, not just because of the attention, but like fighting tooth and nail for the flat earth to be quote unquote true, just because it represents such a big part of who he is. So he's not fighting for the truth. He's not fighting for scientific knowledge. He's fighting for his own identity. And I think that's where a lot of his kind of his passion, when you hear him talk, and how personal he takes attacks, I think that a lot of that comes from the fact that he has made Flat Earth his identity. And I think that's true of a lot of Flat Earth. I think that's true of people like Jism. Being a Flat Earther is what he is. It's not the Earth being flat isn't a fact. The Earth being flat isn't a scientific theory. This has nothing to do with science. It's who he is. Being a Flat Earther is who he is, and he won't let go of that, either partly probably for monetary reasons, and also partly just because it's his identity. The Earth is a figment of my imagination, and so are you. Well, I am glad to be part of your imagination. I would say you have a rather active one. Jism goes against what Jism says in the past. It's true. If you haven't, sorry, let me take another big drink of this. I am almost out of wine. If you haven't seen it yet, you should go watch Slice Barskane's video. I think it was Jaren versus Jarenism. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Jaren versus Jarenism, or Jarenism versus Jaren. Where God, I love Sly for this. He actually, son of a bitch, that hurt. Where he actually takes clips of Jism and from different times and has him argue with himself, and it's Jaren can Jarenism. Thank you, Luigi. And it is fucking hilarious. I love it. It really does go to show you how I don't think I've said this before, and I have no real concrete evidence for this, and this is just me sort of, it's just me postulating that I don't think Jism actually thinks that the Earth is flat. I don't think he's entirely legitimate, because and I think this would be kind of evidence of that. This would be evidence of how he just pulls shit out of his ass. Like, everything he says is entirely he just says it because it'll make him a video that week, or and it'll encourage his patrons to give him money. And that is entirely the only reason that he says the things that he does, not because he actually believes them, but because it gets him money. I genuinely don't think that Jism believes that the Earth is flat. And I don't actually think that he believes a lot of the things he says. He just says them because they are the things that will make him money that week. And I do think that that's how he operates more than anything else. 3 months, Jaren Chase's view of repeating experiments and measurements. Yeah, if you don't know, don't attack people unless they are disabled. Yeah, in case you don't know, in case you haven't watched it, I do recommend you go watch Sly's video, Jaren Can Jarenism. But pretty much, when it came, Slice Bar Kane, like 3 months ago, offered to have, offered Globebusters to do the model and the math for observations of the sun, to pretty much do Aristophanes, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that one right, Aristophanes' experiment of putting a stick on the ground and measuring the angle, or not the angle, the length of the shadow and all that, and the angle that it made, of repeating this experiment using data gathered across the globe, and using Globebusters to sort of pretty much, do this, have not crowdfunding, crowdsourcing, to crowdsource the experiment so that Globebusters and the people who watch it actually participate in it, and so the data all comes from pretty much flat earthers. And so he asked Globebusters to do this, and Globebusters and Jism pretty much said, no, we're not going to do this because it's already been done. This is experiments that's already been done, and, it'd be a waste of time, yada, yada, yada. And Sly did it anyway, but he used data gathered by... he put out a video, and it was data gathered by, like, a lot of... mostly skeptics and, scientifically minded folk, including, Red and people like that. So that was Jism's excuse for not participating back in 3 months ago. And more recently, he came out and pretty much talked about how he expects scientists to do all of this work, like the scientific research, and to be constantly redoing experiments that have already been done in the past, and that all scientists should be doing this, and that every experiment should be constantly retested and reevaluated and make sure that it still holds up. And so you have these two Jisms, there's the Jism from the past who is saying, oh, we shouldn't... we're not going to participate in this experiment because it's a waste of time. This experiment has already been done, and we already know the results. And you have New Jism, who is pretty much saying, "Oh no, we should redo every experiment over and over again to make sure that it's reliable. And even if it's already been done, we should redo it." So that's more or less the video for you, but you actually get to hear Jism saying these things, and it is fucking brilliant. I love Sly for doing it. It is the best. That's science you have to do. I mean, and in a lot of ways, he's not wrong, right? He's not entirely wrong in like, oh, we should be repeating experiments. But this isn't like, Jism is expecting us to repeat experiments on like, from like the big new experiments that are moving science forward. He's expecting us to do like the Cavendish experiment every fucking hour to make sure that gravity still works, and that we should be having live streams of the Earth so that flat earthers can make sure that it's always fucking round, right? So what he's asking for are not just the new state-of-the-art experiments to double check their validity. No, he's asking for shit that we have done like centuries ago, and he still wants it done like on a constant basis, and again, not to actually validate science, not to make sure that the science is sound, but just because I actually don't know why he wants it, because it's not like as if we were to do them, right? It's not like if we were to do another Cavendish experiment. It's not like we were to do another Foucault's pendulum that Jism would actually change his mind. He would still hold on to it and say, oh, it hasn't been done enough. The experiments haven't been done enough. So it's not like it actually matters. Yeah, new experiments that are moving lights. Yeah, science forward. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right. We're gonna take like the quickest of breaks so that I can get more wine. The quickest of breaks, I promise. Okay. Okay. We did it. That was a quick break. Who's Stacy Dash? Oh, I see. I see. Alright, still dying. Gotta drink more tea and less wine, I suppose. I just needed more wine. That's it. Alright, okay, we'll try a little bit more of this video if Mr. Celebrates Truth doesn't actually, move along with this. We're gonna skip ahead, because I have better things to do on a Saturday night than listen to this stuff. So we'll go to that. And again, I click on the wrong spots.
There's no atmospheric occlusion.
Now remember that actually atmospheric occlusion, because we're going to get into the damage control articles that are already started coming out. They're coming out on Live Science, also Express. Other publications are starting to basically hit back because they're seeing so many people in the comments calling out foul, calling this a hoax, saying this can't be real. Even Elon Musk, in his own words, is saying, yeah, this looks so fake, it's got to be real, and haha, joking. And you're going to find how they're using the damage control, because I think they're up.
Or do you have a point? Oh my God. He doesn't have a point. I know. I'm yelling at somebody who doesn't legitimately have a point. I skip ahead. I don't care. It's not like I'm missing because it's a flat Earth video, so it's not like I'm missing out on a whole lot of context here somewhere. Damage control. So this is I've talked about this in the past because I've been told that I give flat earthers more attention than they deserve, right? Like, if it weren't for people like me, flat earthers wouldn't exist in modernity, but because I give them attention, they do. And it's one of those things that I feel like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? So you have a bunch of fucking idiots on the internets, commenting, leaving stupid ass comments on posts on the internet, and about how this looks fake, about how, this doesn't make sense, so on and so forth, right? And then you have people who legitimately take flat earthers at face value and say, you know what, fine, you have questions about this stuff doesn't make sense to you, that's alright, let me explain it to you. And they do. But the moment that you do, you are now somehow part of the fucking system that is doing damage control, right? Like, people are legitimately trying to answer the questions that you have about this event. And Flat Earthers' only fucking reaction is to say this is all part of controlled opposition, or this is all part of the PSYOP, or this is all part of the, this is damage control. Like, there's no fucking winning. You ignore them, and you have, ignorant people running around being ignorant, or you pay attention to them, and then you are hiding something by answering the very fucking questions that they asked. Ugh, it's infuriating. If it weren't for people like you, I wouldn't get my homework done, but I don't hate you for it. Thank you. I have a question. Questions get asked or explained. You shall. It's true. It's insane. It's like that fucking, what's that, the Chicago picture, right? That awesome picture that somebody took of Chicago, and, Flat Earth's like, how can you see this if the Earth is curved? And then people explain it, and then it's, fucking scientists are colluding to fuck, oh my God. It's insane. Like, it is one of the things that really ticks me off about flat earthers, and not just flat earthers, because there's a lot of the ones who more famously do this are fucking, what do they call it? Intelligent design proponents, or like the ones who more hilariously do this, where they say, you know, they just have questions. They just want, you know, they want to teach the controversy and all this nonsense. Fucking Holocaust deniers do this all the goddamn time as well. Is they just have questions. Scientists are colluding to fuck. I love that one. Oh goodness. Oh god, I had a train of thought and you fucking derailed it. You derailed that train. Oh, this is worse than Amtrak. Shit. In case you don't know, Amtrak train derailed in like Washington State and killed people. I don't actually know. I don't actually think it killed people. I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. Oh, fuck. There was a train of thought there about people and not dying on trains. Just because you don't understand a thing does not mean it didn't kill people. Oh, it's 2 people. Oh, shit. Just because you don't understand a thing does not mean that that thing does not work. That is true. Very, very true. So, yeah, yes. Oh, yes, Holocaust deniers do this all the time. Where they do this whole, like, I just have a question thing. But it's not legitimately a question, right? It's not like, don't you feel like an ass right now? Maybe. There was a bad trailer in Quebec in 2012. I hear, Geo sends me, like, every time I get derailed, oh, fuck. That's a lot of that. That's way worse than the one I did. At least the one that I made a joke of only had 2 people die. Oh, 53's a lot. Yeah, whenever I get derailed on the show, like, Geo sends me a picture of this, like, horrible, like, train derailment that happened in Germany and killed a crap ton of people. So, ooh. Alright, but yes, fuck, things and stuff. Yes, I don't know. Things. So people got a random number tattooed on their arm all the same time. Yay, never happened. I don't know what that is, but we will go with it. All right, let's find out. I don't, you know, we'll find
just for a little bit here, right? Flying around, right? Having a good time. Look at them. Woo. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Watch there's the Earth. Look at the reflection. It whoop, blends together, and don't see any stars.
Why would you? Why would you see stars? What makes you think that you would see stars? I don't. Fuck. You know, Nightbot. You are such a dick. You are such a dick to poor Wooligi, Bluigi. It is an unnecessary. Your dickishness is unnecessary. All right. There you go. It's called the sun. I don't. Why would you see? Why? I don't understand why you would expect to actually see stars. Like, oh my goodness. Oh shit. So true story. So this was a thing, right? And people were talking about the stupid star things on the Twitters and stuff. And this one flat earther left a comment about how cameras work in space and how they shouldn't, because atmosphere, right? Like, because you need because according to this one flat earther, you need atmosphere for cameras to work. Because reasons, and he tried to be such a smartass about it, right? He tried to be like, you should know better, people. Like, go research cameras. They work if they don't work in space because you need an atmosphere. And this was such a ridiculous comment that I gave it a little Twitter heart. Little Twitter heart. And I gave it and then I retweeted it with a little laughing face. So this flat earther actually decided to follow me back, or follow me on Twitter. I don't think he's realized yet what he has done. I don't think he's realized that he's following me, and that flat earthers should probably not follow me, because he has left comments on some of my other tweets, and he doesn't know yet. So I'm gonna see how long that lasts. It's the best. So yes, why would you see, so if you ever tried to just do nighttime photography of like star photography, you need to, like, to get a good solid like this, you know, set of stars, you have to set your exposure or not your, is it your exposure? No. You have to set, well, yes, you have to have a high exposure, right? You have to let a lot of light in. And the other thing is you have to set your f-stop. I want to say f-stop because that's the one that I think f-stop's the one that actually, that's how long the thing that stays open, I forget what it's called. The thing that opens up and lets light in to the camera. But you have to have that open for shutter speed. Think long aperture, yeah. So you have to have it like be open, and it's not like 1 or 2 seconds. Like you look at what they have for the shutter. Thank you. You look at some of the charts for how long you should have the shutter open, and it's like a solid minute. Like, it is not a short time to be able to capture stars in Earth's atmosphere. That is how dim they are. I mean, compared to everything else. And if you ever look at like a lot of night photography, like if you have any objects in the vicinity, like I've seen people do night photography with like a barn nearby and stuff. And even in pitch black, you can actually see the barn because you had to leave it. You had to leave the exposure, you had to leave the sensor exposed for so long that you can actually see other objects on Earth, like as if it was daytime. Like, I don't like. I don't know how else to explain how fucking long you need to leave your shutter open, and how wide, how big of an, or how large of an aperture you need to just be able to capture stars. And instead, you know, these assholes think that with something, especially something that is fucking bright white in front of the camera, that with something like that you can have a big enough aperture and a long enough exposure to capture the fucking stars. The lack of understanding of how fucking cameras works is baffling. Yeah, the barn gets bright if you go too long. Yeah. My Twitter has a good nighttime shot of the sky and a tie. Ooh, neat. All right, let's see if he's got one more thing to say before we call it a night.
Flies by, and it's just tiny. It's ridiculous. Oh, there's the Earth. Look at that. Oh, we lost signal. Maybe we'll bring it back. Stage 2, launch complete. Oh, there it is. Oh, there. We've got the windshield wipers going again. Got the lights. Look, you know, if it looks fake, it is fake. So again, don't buy this damage control that they're bringing us, you know. But what's really interesting though is, you know, a lot of people are bringing this up as well. You know, where are the satellites? Where are the satellites? People are like, oh well, you know, you wouldn't.
Seriously, where are the? Oh my goodness. So, can I go back? Can I go back? Just a tad bit. There we go. Okay, so on that Earth in front of you. Dear celebrate truth, you specimen of human intelligence. On that Earth in front of you, there are billions of cars. It's just absolute billions of cars. Why can't you see them? Could it have something to do with the fact that they're really small and really far away? Satellites are the same way. They are really small and really far away. Why do you think that you would... Why do you think that you would see them? That is what I like. Why? Why do you think that you would see something so small and so far away? When there's, again, billions of cars and there are, what, thousands of satellites? And somehow you expect those to be seen. All right, that is going to be my last rant of the day. All right, R&D. Can you not use because the windshield is curved and it makes the earth look curved low? Oh, that's a good one. I know. They don't understand the many satellites are the size of Rubik's Cube. Like, even, like, the bigger satellites are, like, the size of cars, right? They're not big by any stretch of the goddamn imagination. Are they big? With that camera, assuming 1080p, a 2 I'm assuming that's 2 millimeter or 2 meter? I can't imagine that's 2 meter. Oh, a 2 meter wide object would need to be less than 3 kilometers away. Yeah. Like, it's insane that you think that you would see these things. Where are the buildings on the Earth is just as much of a legitimate question as where are the satellites. If you're gonna be fucking that stupid, right? Why can't you see the buildings? Why can't you see the Great Wall of China? Why can't you see the Empire State Building? Those are big buildings, right? You should be able to see. That is how stupid your goddamn question. I said that was gonna be my last rant, and here I am. That is how stupid it is. I love it. I know. So if I ever, which will probably happen, if I ever get a fucking webcam for this show, which might happen, if I ever get a webcam for this show, you get to watch me like tap on all the things on my fucking desk and clap while I talk. And I really do talk with my hands a lot. Talk with my hands and just sort of, yeah, do all the things, and it'll be hilarious because I'm absolutely certain that I look ridiculous when I get all fucking excited about this nonsense. All right, last sip of wine, and then we're gonna call it a night. Unless the webcam is pointing at the cats, that would be one of the reasons I would want a webcam. I mean, I have a webcam, but I'm not sure if the quality of that webcam is worth me using. It's the built-in one for my computer. So I might want a different one. I think I want one that I can sort of aim at a different angle. So I don't have to constantly be looking up at this one corner of my computer because my computer is sort of offset to the side and stuff. So things and stuff, right? We'll figure it out. If I ever do a webcam, we'll figure it out. Okay. I'm actually, I say that I'm going to shut up and then I don't. Now or then, when it was still in Earth orbit, it was 7,000 kilometers at apogee and supposedly 200 to 400 at perigee. Is that the satellite? Is that what that is? So one of the things that I haven't heard him yet, at least, ask is why you're not seeing the Earth turning, which has been another fabulous fucking observation by flat earthers in the past, that they don't see the Earth turning. So I'm surprised that we haven't actually gotten to that point today, but we can only do so much stupid in one day. All right, we already switched because I'm a fucking professional. We already switched. Now it's very far away. It was cool that it was nearby for so long. Now it's off to space to advertise to all the alien life forms out there that we have a planet where flat earthers exist. Yeah, I got through your first longer and harder. Well, thank you for joining us. Cat picture, you send it, I'll art it. Oh yes, I will send you cat pictures. All right. So thank you everybody for showing up. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know, maybe we'll do no pick. Usually there aren't picks of Hobbs at the end of Longer and Harders. I might have to change that. But for now, no picks. Sorry. We'll work on another maid. Sweet, more sexy housekeepers. That would be awesome. It's a weird time. It's a weird time, but you know, it looks like I still got a good crowd. So I might try to vary when I do the show, because it does seem to be, you know, the crowd seems to still be here even if I do it at weird times. So I might maybe I'll make a habit out of switching the times around so that more people can actually participate and be part of Longer and Harder. But thank you everyone for showing up for Longer and Harder. I want to say that there will be a video this week. I want to say it, but I don't want to say it because I can't promise that there will be, because I'm very busy. But I will try. Hopefully there will be one. If not, definitely next week. I'm getting better about my schedules and stuff and things. And I'm not dying anymore. So all the things and stuff. Thank you everyone for joining us, or joining me. Do remember to subscribe for all the content and stuff. Follow me on Twitters if you want lots of pictures of Hobbs and stuff. And you know, all the things. All the things and stuff. All your pictures of the Orion Nebula. Nice. I do like the Orion Nebula. So, thank you, everybody, and I will see you next week for next week's Longer and Harder, which will be on some subject or another. So, have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next time.